XRP has just made history. According to a recent report from Crypto News, Ripple's XRP has officially hit a new all-time high, with its market capitalization crossing a staggering $110 billion for the first time ever. This milestone marks one of the most dramatic comebacks in the history of crypto and signals that XRP is no longer just playing catch-up with Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's now standing tall as one of the top-performing digital assets of the year. So what's driving the surge? Several key factors are fueling XRP's breakout. First, Ripple has gained major ground in its legal battles, particularly against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The ongoing court developments have restored investor confidence and opened the door to wider institutional adoption. Second, Ripple's expansion into global payment networks is accelerating. Strategic partnerships with banks and financial service providers are helping XRP gain real-world utility, something the market has been demanding for years. Third, market sentiment has turned extremely bullish. With the broader crypto market gaining momentum, XRP's strong fundamentals are finally being recognized. Analysts point to growing demand from both retail and institutional investors, as well as inflows from newly launched XRP investment products and funds. At the time of reporting, XRP is trading at its highest price ever, breaking its previous 2018 peak, and its market cap now exceeds $110 billion. That cements XRP's place as the third largest cryptocurrency by valuation, trailing only Bitcoin and Ethereum. Experts are now debating how far XRP can go. Some are setting their sights on $5 or even $10 per coin if the current momentum continues, especially if Ripple secures a final win in court and expands its presence in major markets like Asia, Europe, and Latin America. Of course, the road ahead is still filled with uncertainty. Regulatory challenges remain, and altcoin rallies often come with volatility. But for now, XRP holders are celebrating, and for good reason. This breakout moment could signal a new era for Ripple and its native token. One that's not only about speculation, but about delivering real utility on a global scale. We'll be tracking XRP's journey and what it means for the broader crypto landscape, right here on Cryptozard News today. The crypto market has just reached a jaw-dropping milestone, crossing a total market value of $4 trillion for the first time in history. According to a report from Reuters, this landmark moment comes during what many are calling the most pivotal week for digital assets in 2025. From surging prices to major policy shifts, crypto is now commanding attention across the globe, and it's no longer just from traders. Leading the charge is Bitcoin, which remains above the $120,000 mark and continues to soak up institutional demand through spot ETFs. But it's not just Bitcoin. Other assets like Ethereum, XRP, and Solana have all posted double-digit gains this week, contributing to a massive uptick in total market capitalization. The market's momentum is also being driven by growing regulatory clarity in the United States. With several key bills clearing procedural hurdles in Congress, investors are now betting on a more defined, supportive framework for digital assets. That political shift is being seen as a green light for both institutional and retail investors to go even deeper into crypto. At the same time, companies like BlackRock, Fidelity, and Coinbase are expanding their crypto offerings, giving mainstream investors easier access to digital assets through regulated channels. This is creating a flood of new capital entering the market, and it's not slowing down. What makes this $4 trillion moment even more significant is how quickly the industry has rebounded. Just a few years ago, crypto was in a deep bear market with many questioning its long-term survival. Fast forward to now, and we're seeing record-breaking growth, multi-billion-dollar daily trading volumes, and unprecedented levels of adoption worldwide. Analysts say this milestone isn't just about price, it's about perception. Crypto is maturing, and the $4 trillion figure is proof that the market is no longer fringe. It's becoming a core part of global finance. Still, with every rally comes a dose of caution. Volatility remains high, and global regulatory developments could swing sentiment quickly. But for now, confidence is back, and the crypto sector is on fire. We'll be following the fallout and the forward march, right here on Cryptozard News today. Shiba Inu and Pepe Coin are making headlines once again, and this time, they might just be gearing up for a major breakout. According to a new report from news.az, Both meme coins have shown strong signs of bullish momentum, sparking renewed interest among traders and the wider crypto community. But while SHIB and Pepe are heating up, all eyes are also on a next-gen altcoin that's quickly going viral. Let's start with Shiba Inu. After weeks of consolidation, SHIB has bounced back with significant price action. Technical analysts point to a key support level holding firm, suggesting the coin may be preparing for a move toward its previous highs. With rumors swirling about upcoming ecosystem upgrades and ongoing token burns, investor sentiment is once again turning positive. Pepe coin is also making waves. Despite being a relatively new entrant in the meme coin space, Pepe has gathered a loyal following. Recent price surges and trading volume spikes suggest there's more to this token than just internet humor. Some analysts even compare its momentum to Dogecoin's legendary 2021 run. However, what's truly catching attention now is a next-generation altcoin that's emerging as a serious contender. Though the article doesn't name the token directly, it's described as a project offering real-world utility, advanced scalability, and early-stage viral appeal, a combination that could make it the next big mover in the altcoin market. Investors are beginning to ask, can SHIB and Pepe keep up? While meme coins tend to rely heavily on community hype and social media trends, newer utility-driven tokens are entering the spotlight with stronger fundamentals. That shift in investor behavior, from pure speculation to value-based interest, could define the next phase of the bull cycle. Still, meme coins have proven again and again that they should never be underestimated. When the community rallies, price movements can be explosive. And with renewed attention, both SHIB and Pepe might be primed for another parabolic leg. But as always, it's not just about hype, it's about timing, momentum, and smart decision-making. Traders are watching the charts closely, and the next few days could reveal whether this is a true breakout or another short-term spike. We'll continue to track the price action, trends, and the next-gen crypto projects making waves right here on Cryptozard News Today. This week in crypto, 3 altcoins are turning heads and heating up investor interest: Cato, Avalanche AVAX, and the ever-controversial Pi Network. According to a report from Crypto News, these tokens have shown strong momentum and community buzz as we head into a pivotal stretch in the market. Let's start with Cato, a rising AI-focused crypto project that's been gaining traction across the Web3 space. Cato aims to bridge artificial intelligence and blockchain by offering AI-generated insights, smart data aggregation, and crypto-native search tools. Over the past few days, its price action has picked up alongside growing mentions on social platforms and forums. Traders are watching closely to see whether this breakout is just the beginning. Next up, Avalanche, or AVAX, which continues to attract attention for its strong fundamentals and major ecosystem developments. With recent news of fresh partnerships and DeFi expansion, AVAX is once again pushing for relevance in the Layer 1 space. Analysts note that its price has held key support levels and could be poised for an upward swing if broader market conditions remain bullish. Then there's Pi Network, a project that has divided the crypto community since its early days. Pi has made headlines with its massive user base, boasting over 60 million members, even though the token itself has yet to launch on major exchanges. What's driving attention this week is the promise of a major update and rumors of listing activity, which has led to speculation and volatility. While Pi Network remains in a kind of testnet limbo, the sheer scale of its community keeps it firmly on the watch list. All 3 projects, Cato, AVAX, and Pi, are moving for different reasons, but they represent the range of narratives dominating the current crypto cycle: AI utility, strong infrastructure, and mass adoption potential. For short-term traders and long-term holders alike, these tokens could be setting the tone for the week ahead. But as always, caution is key. Volatility remains high, and fundamentals matter more than ever in separating real growth from short-lived hype. We'll continue tracking these stories and more right here on Cryptozard News Today. Crypto-linked stocks surged on Monday after former President Donald Trump officially signed the new stablecoin regulation bill into law. The legislation marks a significant turning point for digital assets in the U.S., with Wall Street and crypto markets reacting positively to what's seen as a major legitimization of the stablecoin sector. Coinbase shares jumped more than 9%, while crypto miners like Riot Platforms and Marathon Digital also saw strong gains, climbing between 6% and 8%. Even broader blockchain ETFs reflected the positive sentiment, with the Valkyrie Bitcoin miners ETF rising sharply. The new law outlines clearer rules for stablecoin issuers, requiring tighter oversight and full reserves, while also giving federal regulators more authority over the space. Analysts say this move reduces regulatory uncertainty and opens the door for more institutional investment. Trump, who has positioned himself as pro-crypto throughout his campaign, stated that this law is about ensuring innovation stays in America. This policy stance has drawn a stark contrast with the Biden administration's previous approach, which leaned heavily toward regulatory crackdowns. Industry leaders are hailing the bill as a game-changer, particularly as stablecoins like USDC and USDT play a critical role in the crypto ecosystem. With this legal framework now in place, experts believe the US is better positioned to compete with global crypto hubs like Singapore and Hong Kong. The stablecoin bill's passage comes amid a broader wave of bullish sentiment in the crypto market. Bitcoin remains steady above $120,000, and Ethereum is trading near yearly highs. Some traders believe the regulatory clarity could trigger the next leg up in the market. As always, we'll keep an eye on how the market continues to digest this news and what it means for future crypto legislation. Stay tuned for more updates right here on Cryptozard News Today. This week, analysts are focused on 9 big crypto names: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, Hype, SUI, Chainlink, and Avalanche. Here's the outlook for July. Bitcoin is trading near $118,400, having reclaimed its 50-day EMA at around $108,700. Source: Crypto.news. Momentum is weak, with prices oscillating between $116,500 and $119,000. A breakout above $119,000, $120,000 could send BTC toward $120 to $124,000. But a drop below $116,000 risks sliding to $112, $114,000. Ethereum has bounced back past its 200-day EMA near $2,880 and formed a bullish triangle. Source: Crypto.news. The next barrier is around $3,800, $3,850. Clearing it could ignite a rally to $4,100, $4,500. Support lies near $3,550, $3,610, with a deeper dip possible only if it falls below $3,525. XRP recently broke out of a 6-year symmetrical triangle and jumped about 5%, climbing to $3.55. Source: CoinDesk. With strong volume behind it, the immediate target is around $6, though support now sits near $3.55, a drop back below that could mean a retest closer to $3.46. Sol is trading around $165 to $100, pushing toward the key to $100 level. Sources: CoinDesk, Crypto.news. Technical patterns suggest a breakout, with upside forecasts from $255 to $480 if momentum continues. Source: Cryptopolitan. Dogecoin. Still influenced by community activity and viral waves, Doge appears range-bound at around 26 cents. Source: Gate.com. Unless a social catalyst emerges, expect sideways movement until BTC confirms its direction. Hype. Hype, a high beta token riding the bullish wave, may see sharp gains if overall sentiment holds, but it's extremely volatile. Price could move 10 to 20% in either direction based on broader market action. Source: Gate.com. SUI is trading near $3.20, with projections for a range between $2.66 and $3.81 in July. Source: ChongEli.com. Watch for support at $2.66 and resistance toward $3.80. Chainlink. Link is hovering around $19.33. Sources: CoinDesk, Gate.com, with predictions ranging from $12.50 to $36.90 for 2025. A sustained BTC rally could push Link higher into the $25-$30 zone. Avalanche AVAX, currently trading around $25. AVAX may see renewed interest if BTC and ETH break out. Institutional inflows and DeFi expansion could support prices in the $30–$35 range. Source: Investing Haven. What's the big theme? Bitcoin remains the lead driver. Altcoins are likely to follow if BTC clears $120,000. Watch key support levels for each coin before considering entry. And never chase breakouts. Managing risk with stop losses is crucial. This week's momentum hinges on two things: major Fed commentary ahead and US crypto legislation that could influence sentiment. A dovish Fed and strong regulatory framework could be the spark for the next leg up. We'll be monitoring price action closely, right here on Cryptozard News Today. Big banks are getting serious about crypto. JP Morgan has quietly begun exploring a new lending program that would allow clients to borrow US dollars using Bitcoin and Ethereum as collateral. This would mark a major shift for the firm, which has previously held a cautious stance on digital assets. Financial Times, LinkedIn. This move stems from a growing demand among wealthy clients and institutions looking for more flexibility in how they access liquidity without selling their crypto. JP Morgan is reportedly targeting high-net worth individuals initially, offering loans backed by crypto rather than traditional securities. Reddit. According to insiders, the pilot could start as early as next year, but any rollout will be conditional on strong risk controls. That includes limits on loan-to-value ratios, custody requirements, and tax and currency procedures to manage asset fluctuations. Reddit. This development signals a broader trend. JP Morgan has already been offering crypto-backed ETFs as collateral and is actively investing in blockchain infrastructure. But moving to loans directly backed by BTC and ETH would take its involvement to a new level. Reddit. It also reflects a changing attitude from JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, who famously called Bitcoin a fraud in 2017. His tone has softened, and now JP Morgan is backing innovation while maintaining a conservative risk posture. Reddit. A few key benefits stand out. 1. Liquidity for holders without needing to sell crypto. 2. Diversifying JP Morgan's offerings into digital asset finance. 3. Potential to attract and retain affluent crypto clients. Of course, there are risks. Crypto price swings mean loans must have tight collateral rules, and JP Morgan will rely on third-party custody, likely through trusted dealers or exchanges, to hold the crypto safely. Reddit. Still, this is a big step toward mainstream adoption. If other major banks follow suit, it would signal that crypto has truly arrived in traditional finance. We'll continue tracking how the pilot develops and when the first loans might go live, right here on Cryptozard News Today. Let me know if you want this shortened for YouTube Shorts or split into CapCut slides.